Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel once again. Time it's around reaching towards 2 a.m. It's now like my proper time of reviews. Usually I don't like to do reviews in daytime. A lot of problems, but sometimes the sleeping disorder doesn't allow me. But today I'm doing a couple of videos within span of 24 hours. First video I'm going to do discontinued limited edition old fragrance. Okay, so this fragrance I saw it in one shop for many years, and I think it was just there and nobody was picking it up. This is from House of Issey Miyake. As you can see from the title, it's going to be a summer edition. This is, I think, 2013 summer edition. Okay, so the name is EDT Purlete Summer EDT. Okay, once again, so this thing, as you can tell from the box, this kind of lost some color. It became faded. Look at the side. You see the bright colors. This is used to be the front as well, but I think due to the light and everything, this became kind of vintage. So this is 125 mil. One of the nice things about Issey Miyake, they give you a lot of juice. 125 over 90, 100, always a nice pleasure. So this is how the box looks, and a lot of beautiful pictures of Kiwi. So I am going to do this review for creating content. Okay, this is what I do. I bought many fragrances I didn't need to buy, but I saw some fragrances did not have any review, like CK1, like collector's edition. If you see Calvin Klein Joy Amin, if you search, you'll see. So previously I did cover quite a few of these summer editions, like Issey Miyake. You can see I did 2011, 2017. Just go Issey Miyake's summer Joy Amin, you'll see. Then this was, I think, Issey Miyake summer 2022 and 2016. Quite a few Issey Miyakes I did, and then I did Le Bleu d'Issey Fresh, then Le d'Issey 2005, the summer edition. This one nobody I think reviewed. Man, it's very difficult to show. Yeah, like these. So just check out Issey Miyake Joy Amin. You'll see my love for this brand. So what I'm trying to say is this: one of the best designer brands for me to explore, in my journey. And I absolutely can tell you one thing: I do like this house a lot. Kenzo and Issey Miyake, my two favorite houses. Okay. So this is inspired by, or flanker rather, to the original. The original definitely is this one, the most powerful one, Le d'Issey Puro by Issey Miyake. This is a massive 200 ml bottle that I have. So this was more of a newer edition, like 2018 or 19 towards, like that. Okay. So I had a older batch, 2015, that was darker in juice. So Issey Miyake basically is, let me show you the box and bottle once again, then we'll start. So these things, when they came out, they would cost you about $85 for retail. And when the year finished, every year they release this kind of a flanker for summer, almost like Calvin Klein CK1 Summers, if you are familiar with, or CK Eternity, or Azaros Chrome. They release a lot of Aqua or summer edition. So this was part of their summer edition. So this thing, beautiful Kiwi picture. So every year, once this was done, like year is done, then it becomes discontinued and limited numbers only. So later you have to pay a lot more, around $200 or so. As older they get, you have to pay more. So 125 ml, the bottle is work of art. I just love these bottles. This one I wanted just for the bottle. I actually plan to review this and sell it off like that. But I have, to my surprise, many reviewers reviewed this, Steven, who else? Maximilian must know. Few of the other reviewers reviewed this beautiful Kiwi picture on the bottle. Kind of got this blue vibe to the bottle. Very beautiful, transparent, watery, and that's what you expect from summer. On the warmer months, if you see something blue, aquatic kind of color, you definitely get that vibe of freshness and coolness. This cap, however, is not the best fit. Okay, this thing comes off very easily, and it sits sort of, but if you pick it up by the cap, it might fall. And if you see inside, bottle is just gorgeous. It has this beautiful green kiwi colored atomizer, and then the sprayer. Just love that. So the sticker is at the base. So this thing, if you put it the other way, this thing is very not snug fit at all. So I don't like that, but the name and everything is there. So thing is, let me do a spray. Sprayers are beautiful. Okay, beautiful atomizer. You can control these sprayers. Okay. So when I got this first, to my surprise, this thing had a little bit of alcohol blast. Okay, because when you spray it for the first time, it's been what, 11 years plus, right? So this is old. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of change, and it's not to say very alcohol. It does not stay for more than 3 to 4 seconds. It goes away. That is normal, you expect. But as the fragrance develops, you get to smell the real freshness. Okay, let me tell you about the original in case if you do not know. This thing has been a top seller. I'm going to do another episode where I'm going to include this. This thing has been a straight up classic. It is in the Hall of Famer. Okay, anybody is in the fragrance game for a very long time, they know this perfume. This thing is the cooling yuzu kind of sweet and kind of like a very weird kind of a cold scent. It's almost like those vodkas, Grey Goose Martini or Grey Goose vodka. If you know those bottles, kind of similar theme. And this thing reminds me of a little bit of a, those Korean wine bottles. They have this nice fruit in there. I saw it a long time back once. It reminds me of that. Very, very like a one of a kind fragrance. Some people still cannot stomach it, but I prefer the other, like the flankers, like the Sport or the summer editions, better because they are more wearable. So this is what I'm going to tell you. This fragrance is that appropriate summer. If you have been fan of you can see when the themes are kind of same, like Calvin Klein and them look like cousins. If you are a fan of summer freshes, this is going to be right up your alley. I mean, this thing is very similar to 2016 version, which I also reviewed. So I would say if you had that, you would be very familiar with the smell. I think they just did a little bit tweak here and there, but mostly almost the identical juice. So 2016 and this are very identical. Watery, aquatic, kiwi, big player, yuzu, lemon, I think tangerine orange, maybe some florals like water lily or lotus, something like that. I did not look at the notes breakdown, but pretty much that's what you get. Plenty of watery, cooling accords. So this thing, when you spray for the first time, once that alcohol is gone, it's not the fragrances alcohol. I mean, when it was released, I'm pretty sure it was not this opening, but if you spray a few times, maybe it will get better. So you smell that fruits floating on top of water. That's what I feel. A lot of zestiness, a lot of sour kiwi and that yuzu mix, but the yuzu is toned down and the fruitiness is amped up. So you smell that orange peel a little bit. You smell that kiwi. Definitely summer fruit cocktail. Okay, that's the smell. And I think this fragrance is very pleasant and very wearable. It's very mild. Okay, longevity wise, it's not the best longevity. In terms of longevity, I think you can get better longevity from the original, but it's not as wearable as this one in the summer. So any summer edition I think they made some beautiful bottles, and I think some of them are redundant. If you have one, you don't need the other. If you're a collector, you end up buying a lot more of these. Okay, so these are very like specifically summer oriented. If you use this, you can use it in winter, no problem, but I don't think you're gonna smell much. It loves the heat. I wore it in high heat. I was getting like a mild projection for about 45 minutes, and that's it. After that, it's closed skin scent. I can detect it, if I move around in the room, stay in the AC room, that is perfect. But it is like 2 to 3 hours of good summer sporty vibe. It is very sporty. I would say it's sporty, it's office appropriate. If you spray this in office, it's going to be better than L'Eau de Sepurum in workplace, because L'Eau de Sepurum can be a little bit cloying. I think there's something in it. It's just headache inducing or nauseous. Like nauseous, not nauseous, what's the word? It causes you nausea, So CK1, the floral is too much. Perhaps there's some floral in L'Eau de Se that gives me that headache. But this thing, no, it's very wearable. It wears like a second skin. I just love that. 2016, beautiful fragrance to wear for rainy days as well. Reminds me of Terre d'Hermès Ultra Fresh, the freshness of it. So this is a very fresh perfume, uplifts your mood first thing to wear in the morning, perfect. But the weaknesses, or you can say the criticism of this fragrance is going to be, first of all, it's a little bit more expensive than other typical summer fragrances like CK1 Summers. They cost you about $30-$35, maximum $45 now for retail, and then discounted price would be like 30. Okay, these things will never be $30. I'm sorry to say, I've never seen Issey Miyake for very cheap. At one point, I saw some Issey Miyake like L'Eau Bleu de Se Fresh or Summer, or something L'Eau Bleu de Se. I don't remember summer or what. There's one Issey Miyake cologne or something. There's a very watery. That one's the cheapest one. Other ones like now are $65 and above. Okay, so if you find this kind of bottle, they're going to be very rare. And if you see a discontinued fragrance, limited release, this is going to be $250 plus. It's not worth it. Absolutely not, unless you're a big collector and you love these bottles. Ideal price would be like, if you can find it, Summers, $55 to $60. So that is a little bit more expensive than other summer flankers. So you can do better, but the smell is very special. That kiwi, it is a little bit synthetic, like a bubblegummy sweetness. It's not really authentic kiwi, like to say this natural kiwi. If you cut it open, you don't smell that kiwi in there. Okay, it is more of a juice, kiwi juice, or the preserved fruits, or the artificial sort of like a flavoring they make with kiwi, like you find those gummy bears. Yeah, that kind of kiwi in there. So it is nice. It is definitely very much better. The blend is 10. This kind of blends are 10 for the smell. This is what the specialty of this perfume. Okay, the performance category is like 6 or 7 out of 10, but in summers I would say this is highly recommended. And the bottle is definitely a bonus for very beautiful bottle. Some people say it's redundant, if you have the 2016. I definitely agree, because that and this almost nearly identical. So the 2016 also now discontinued. So whatever you find, try to get one of the summers. Maybe you need one summer fragrance from this line just for a collection purpose. Okay, so 10 for the bottle, 10 for the smell performance wise 6.5 out of 10. Versatility is like 5.5, because I don't think it's a good winter scent. And this is perfect for close encounters, personal space, relaxation. Maybe you're doing yoga in the morning, when you wake up, just going for morning walk, 1.5 hour to 2 hours. This is perfect. The gym session. And the best thing is the workplace. You might pick up slight bit of compliments from people who like it. Like, not everybody wants to be a loud guy. There's a TV series I remember, Manoj Bajpayee. He was undercover cop, and then this his boss was a douche, and he was saying, "Don't be the minimum guy." Okay, minimum guy means do more work. Try to be at workplace half an hour before the office time starts, and he in the end beats up the boss. Anyway, so it was so funny saying those Indian friends of mine, they know what I'm talking about. Wonderful series. I love Manoj Bajpayee. He is one of the best actors in India, one of the finest. Him, a few of the other ones, KK, Nawazuddin Siddiqui. These guys, if you watch, they are like the real actors. Pankaj, So I do love India's cinema's creativity, but now it is not the mainstream Bollywood. Anyway, going back to this fragrance for the bottle and everything, it's beauty. But the performance, if you're looking for a beast mode performer, I think you should still go with the original. This thing actually will last 3 times more than this. But the smell is just the wearability. Oh man, the cap, not very happy because I'm OCD. So yeah, let's just keep it like that. So this is, I'll give it this fragrance 7.5 out of 10 for what it is. But the smell, always remember the smell and the bottle. These two are the best thing about this fragrance. 2013 Issey Miyake Summer Edition. Thank you very much for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload it. Take care. Bye bye.